What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Mediocre Trader here, and I know it's been a while. I know, believe me. I've been taking care of some business and just kind of just laying low, not doing nothing. But look what's up on our chart right here. Webull with a nice bullish engulfing candle, looking good. So let's talk about Webull today with this beautiful engulfing candle close we had today. Let's get right into the video. All right, let's talk about this chart right here. As you can see, we hit this bottom down here at $4.50. We bounced, and then we got some news which drove the price up. Some earnings stuff drove the price up, and we tested the $7.50 area, rejected, came back down, tested the 650 area, came back up, tested the 750, back and forth, back and forth. We traded, and here we are again. But the difference is this is what I want you guys to understand, right? Every time you see wicks like this information has already passed. This is just what had happened in the past. So you need to take that as understanding that we had sellers at 750, sellers at 750, sellers. Every time you see a wick here, that's sellers. Well, the same goes for buyers, right? When you see wicks on the bottom of these candles pushing the candle up, that's a buyer. Okay. So if you look, there's a lot of wicks, between this range of bulls, which means consolidation. A lot of consolidation happened between $6.50 and $7. It's been going on like this for a few months now. Well, here we are. We got the earnings call, pushed the stock price back up to 750. We rejected, a month ago, whatever, and we pulled back. And every time we pull back, you can see wick. Okay, we bounced here. A bullish engulfing candle the other day. I mean, each candle here is a daily, and here you go. Here's another bullish engulfing candle. Okay, so what that's telling me is we got buyers stepping in. Buyers are stepping in, pushing the price up. This is all going on because the fundamentals are getting better, right? The numbers are getting better. Okay. For example, like this candle right here yesterday. Usually when you acquire another company, it's likely that the stock price falls. Why? Because how's the company going to pay for it? And it still may happen, right? Like this isn't a guarantee that we're not going to fall, but the news did not push the stock price down that much. It tried. They tried yesterday, but look what happened today. We still got news coming out. So what news do we got coming out? Well, let's talk about that. So I'm going to make this easy on me, and I'm just going to use my StockTwits account. You can follow me on there. You can also follow me on YouTube. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, please. That'd be great. But let's use my page right here, and we'll go to my profile. Boom. So here we go. Let's start with this right here. This is today's date, 7/1, which means it's now July. So any day now, we should have the metrics for June. And why does that matter? Well, let's talk about it. All right. So a simple Google search will show you how much trading volume is Webull predicting. Webull CEO Anthony Denier stated that the elimination of the pattern day trade rule is expected to drive at least a 20% increase overall transaction activity. So what does that mean for Webull shareholders? Well, let's talk about it. So here we are. If you did the math on the trading volume of Webull, right? It equates to 21 million a quarter. in revenue at 20%. So if you divide that by 3, you come up with the 7 million number, okay? If Webull grew by 7 million in monthly revenue, it would significantly boost its bottom line, pushing quarterly profits closer to the 20 or 30 million range, because the digital brokerage operates with high operating leverage where small revenue bumps disproportionately increase profits. This extra 7 million per month would likely trigger a strong stock price rally, as Webull Corporation is heavily scrutinized by Wall Street for its shifting profitability. And why do they have shifting profitability? Because they want global expansion of their brand. They're trying to be the first worldwide broker, global broker. They may even be trying to be a world bank. We don't know yet, but they have high hopes of pushing to get their agenda done, be it a global brokerage. And they just succeeded in purchasing for $100 million the Pi Securities. All right, so here you go. Webull acquires Thailand's Pi Securities, all right, which is part of what they're trying to do with their global expansion. So we just acquired that the other day. Got to go through shareholder approval, which should happen, I would think. And that's kind of where we're at. So right now we're waiting on the monthly metrics to come in. So with all that said, let's get back to some charting quickly to get this out of the way here. So even if we have a slight pullback tomorrow, I would not expect us to break below 650 due to the buying power down here, the buying pressure down here. You know, it's more likely that we will have a low volume day tomorrow because it's the last day of the week. You know, the market closes tomorrow afternoon, so I would expect a low volume day. So I wouldn't be surprised if we close right around where we're at, you know, right around $7, maybe a little under, maybe a little over. It's irrelevant. I wouldn't expect much of a daily candle tomorrow. On the other hand, though, you need to consider the release of the monthly metrics. If the release of the monthly metrics are good, right, which I'm expecting them to be because of the PD rule change, then I would also expect the stock to push up a bit. Now, will it push up? I mean, tomorrow's the last day of the month, but who knows if algos will take over and push it up? You never know. So I can't really say what exactly will happen tomorrow, but what I can say is if you look at the 200 EMA, I got it at $7.97 right here in orange. Okay. So, I mean, once we break 750 here, because there's been so much selling pressure at 750 in that range area, once we break that, I think we're going to easily break above the 200 and we can get a nice push up. Now, with that said, let's go back to what analysts are saying and what analysts' price targets are. Because I don't really have a price target, but what I will give you is what price targets analysts are talking about. So if we come on over here to one of my favorite stock sites I use to check on stuff, Stock Analysis. It's a pretty good tool. I like it. So if we look, you can see 12 hours ago, Webull launches AI-powered portfolio advisor at New York event. That's nice. That's a new thing that happened today. Yesterday, Webull acquires Pi Securities in Thailand, which we talked about. Webull launches a new private market solution. Nice, but the news keeps going. There's a lot of great news for this company. But let's talk about what the forecast is, you know? Let's do that. So they have it rated as a strong buy. You know, they got price targets 10, 12, 14 from 3 different analysts. You got Michael, Chris, and Ed. Now, I have no problem with Mike, Chris, and Ed, but I'd like to see some other analysts step in, like, maybe some from Bank of America or other companies like that. We need to get some eyes on this, looking at it, and that may help it go up. But a lot of people don't like it. There's a stigmatism with this company. They say it's a Chinese-owned company. It's publicly traded. Sure, China has shares of the company. I'm sure of that, but it's irrelevant, right? So this is what I got. So you want price targets? Here's what I'm going with. These three gentlemen who are doing their research. Uh, the most recent one was July 1st of 2026. Oh, look at that. That was today. He maintains his $14 price target. Today he maintains his $14 price target. June 10th, Chris says $12. March 9th, which was, you know, 3 months ago at least, he says $9. And we've been trading well under that. I agree with them based on the fundamentals and the stuff. I think that Webull's going to overcome this, and once they start adding to the earnings per share, because they slow down on the global expansion and pull that money back, let's see what happens. Let's see what the numbers are. You know, I'm not 100% sure how this acquisition is going to help or hurt in the short term, but in the long term, I believe it's going to help push the company forward. So with the 7 million a month, that is right here, 7 million a month in revenue based on the 21 million quarterly they're expected from the 20% bump. If that happens, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, let's be fair. If it happens, right, that's going to take 15 months to pay off Pi Securities. Okay? Do the math. It's math. Use common sense. Do your due diligence. Put the time in. Look at things. I'm still bullish on this company, and that's where I stand. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me over here also on StockTwits. Right here. Mediocre. And, we'll see you around. Have fun, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.